Hello, welcome again to Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois, and we are unpacking this week's comic book order. And it is Tuesday, December 8th. All of these items will go on sale Wednesday, December 9th at 10 a.m. at Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. First up, we wanted to show everybody we were able to get restocks on the classic X-Men comic boxes, short boxes that everybody loves so much. And from DC, the highly popular Joker Bats box as well was able to get restocked on, so fantastic there. Next up, some of the Chotsky and trade paperbacks. We have The Nightmare Before Christmas, Mayor figurine with megaphone. From Marvel, a nice little book about quarantining and how the heroes are handling the quarantine called Heroes at Home. Great idea from Marvel. Really, really nice. Some of the manga that has come in, The Rising of the Shield Hero, book 2. In fact, I think book 2 through 12 showed up. And speaking of book 12, the Saga of Tanya the Evil came in as well. Marvel Action Spider-Man, Shock to the System book came in. And from DC, Shazam and the Seven Magic Lands came in this week, and that's for those. Then first up we have from Dark Horse Comics, Alien, the original screenplay, and this is issue 5 of their putting the original screenplay into graphic form. That's the variant cover. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 54 of The Amazing Spider-Man. Just a gorgeous cover, top 5 cover of the week. Great job, Marvel. We were going to put that in the top 5, that variant in the top 5 of the week, but we decided this variant just really had it coming better, so we thought we'd put that in instead. Next up, the nullified variants. Those are gorgeous as well. And then the Stormbreakers, probably another one of our top 5 covers of the week. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. As they all have been, the Stormbreakers have all been great covers. DC is up next with book 3 of Scott Snyder's American Vampire, 1976. And just a fantastic looking cover, as is the variant. Really well made book, well done, well put together, good story. Dark Horse Comics is up next with issue 2 of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Song of Glory. Then from Marvel, we have The Avengers, issue 39. And then their fantastic nullified variant, just gorgeous, for issue 39 of The Avengers. Next up from DC, we have Batman, Black and White, issue 1. And for those of you who may know Dave Clark or Monty Baldwin, blank cover variants. I believe that's a Capullo variant, if I'm not mistaken. And then I believe this is a Peach Momoko variant. Then from Zenoscope, all gorgeous. The last 2 in our top 5 covers of the week. Next up from Zenoscope, Belle, Horns of the Minotaur. It's a one-shot. AWA Upshot is up next with Bite Sized, issue 1 from Cullen Bunn, who was at the SIU Comic-Con 2 years ago, if you remember. Very nice guy, great writer. Marvel is up next with issue 24 of Captain Marvel. And great looking cover there, Marvel. There's their nullified variant for Captain Marvel, issue 24. And then next up from Ablaze, we have the Cimmerian, the Frost Giant's Daughter, issue 1. And beautiful variant cover. Strategically placed hair for the Frost Giant's Daughter. And then from Marvel, we have issue 17 of Conan the Barbarian. Image is up next with Donny Cates's, those of you enjoying Venom or Thor, Donny Cates's Image release, issue 2 of Crossover is out tomorrow. From DC, we have Dark Knight's Death Metal, The Last Stories of the DC Universe, book 1. And there's the variant cover for that. Just a gorgeous top 5 cover of the week. It really can't get hardly much better than that. Also from DC, we have DC's Very Merry Multiverse, an 80-page giant. Mr. Fox brings these in every year. I love that DC does a holiday-themed comic. Hoping we get a Klaus this year, if Grant Morrison's out there and listening. Up next, also from DC, Detective Comics, issue 1032. And the fantastic cover for Detective Comics variant 1032. Just gorgeous cover. Next up from Boom Studios, Firefly, Blue Sun Rising, and from Greg Pak, and this is issue 23. Then from Aftershock Comics, we have issue 5 of Disaster Incorporated. Vault Comics is up next with The Devil's Red Bride, issue 3. A surprisingly good read. I've been very impressed with the story. Nice book. And then that's the variant cover for that. And then we have, I think up next from DC, we have The Flash, issue 767. And as always, the fantastic Flash variant for 767. Image Publishing is up next with issue 3 of Getting It Together. A lot of people suggest Mr. Fox read that and implement it. IDW is up next with a really surprisingly good, well-executed release. Goosebumps, issue 3. Kids have loved that, so it's worth picking up. Then next up, one of our runners-up for cover of the week is the from Zenoscope, Grimm's Fairy Tales 2020 Holiday Special. You can see just a lovely, lovely cover. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 9 of Guardians of the Galaxy. And they have a great nullified variant as well for issue 9 of that. Next up from Absolute Comics, I believe most of these came in last week, but this is their lenticular 3D. I'm hoping I can make that work, where she goes from being dressed in like regular clothes into her battle outfit. But issue 1 of I Make Boys Cry, which is a really, really good book. It ties all of the characters from Absolute's universe together in one story, and I think it works pretty well at that. Marvel is up next with issue 4 of Juggernaut. I say Jug, but other people say not. So, also up next we have from Marvel issue 1 of King in Black, Namor. And there's the beautiful variant cover for King in Black, Namor, number 1. And then we have from Coffin Comics, we have Lady Death, Blasphemy Anthem, issue 1. And our cover of the week is the Lady Death, Blasphemy Anthem number 1 variant. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Next up from DC and IDW, we have Sandman Universe Lock and Key, issue 0. Very intriguing. Then from Aftershock Comics, we have issue 4 of Lonely Receiver. And then from Marvel, we have issue 16 of Marauders. Also from Marvel, and I believe this to be maybe a reorder, but I wasn't sure, so I'm including it. The Marvel Action Avengers. Again, these are great for younger kids and adults alike. If you have kids that you're reading comics to, these Marvel Action comics are great. Very kid-friendly, and the stories are good. Really well executed. Also from Marvel and IDW, Marvel Action Chillers, issue 3. Boom Studios is up next with issue 2 of Mighty Morphin. And those of you who might know a graphic artist might like the blank cover variant. You might like the throwback variant. And then we have the Every Ranger Ever variant, I believe. Then from IDW, we have issue 4 of Transformers My Little Pony, Friendship in Disguise. Again, a surprisingly strong seller. For something I did not see how they were going to make that work, it works very well. Then from Dark Horse Comics, issue 3 of Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology. And the beautiful watercolor variant on that. Boom Studios is up next with Origins, issue 2. And then the beautiful Virgin Thank You variant for Origins, issue 2. Then we have from Ahoy Comics, issue 3 of Pint Ultraman. And that is a good book. Then next up from Aftershock, and it's odd because they have chosen the exact size format as DC's Black Labels. Issue 1, or it's a one-shot, I guess, of Cullen Bunn's Piecemeal. Then from Boom Studios, we have issue 11 of The Red Mother. Then from Dynamite Publishing, we have issue 1 of Red Sonja, The Price of Blood. And here's one of their variant covers for Red Sonja, The Price of Blood. And then yet another variant cover of The Price of Blood. Marvel is up next with The Rise of Ultraman, issue 4. And then that would be the variant cover, which is a gorgeous cover, made our top 5 because Mr. Fox is a sucker for old throwback Ultraman stuff. Next up from Boom Studios, we have 7 Secrets, and that is issue 5. The variant cover did make our top 5 covers of the week. Good job, Boom Studios. Marvel is here, I believe, with the last of the J.J. Abrams Spider-Man, issue 5 of J.J. Abrams Spider-Man from Marvel. Also from Marvel, we have issue 9 of Star Wars. And then, of course, the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back variant. Just gorgeous. Top 5 cover of the week. Great job, Marvel. Also from Marvel, issue 6 of Scotty Young's Strange Academy. And then the beautiful variant. Again, one of our top 5 covers of the week. And another beautiful variant as well. From DC, we have Superman Endless Winter, Part 3. But it is Superman Special. This is issue 1. It's just Part 3 of Endless Winter. And there is the Superman Endless Winter Special number 1 variant. A lot of people wanted to know what Toot's pick was going to be this week. It is from DC, Sweet Toot, issue 2. Marvel is up next with Sword, issue 1. And that is the variant cover for Sword, issue 1. DC is then up next with Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Flashpoint, issue 1. IDW comes in next with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue 112. And then the Eastman variant for 112. Also from IDW, Transformers War of the War World, issue 25. I think that's a new arc for Transformers, if I'm not mistaken. Then up next from Dark Horse, we have The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, National Anthem, and that is issue 3. And that is the variant cover for that one. Then from Dynamite Publishing, we have issue 1 of Vampirilla, The Dark Powers. And a really cool Lisner variant on Vampirilla, The Dark Powers, issue 1. And then looks like to be a Peach Momoko issue 1 variant of the same book. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 31 of Donny Cates's Venom with a beautiful, beautiful cover. Top 5 cover of the week, runner-up for cover of the week. The nullified variant is gorgeous. And that variant is absolutely gorgeous as well. Also from Marvel, we have Warhammer 40K, Marnius Calgar, issue 3. From DC, we have Wonder Woman, issue 768. And then the fantastically beautiful Middleton variant for Wonder Woman 768. And then last but not least, from Upshot Publishing, we have Year Zero, Issue 2 from Volume 2. So that looks like it for this week. We would like to thank all of you that have been coming in and doing your Christmas shopping here at the store or in the gaming and sports card store upstairs. We appreciate you shopping small and keeping it local. And we hope to see you in here tomorrow on the 9th of December. Thanks so much.